Good morning. It is ChiFlow, everyone. And today I am showing you the Chinese 24-hour body clock. This is actually a very important part of traditional Chinese medicine. And this body clock that I'm showing you right now is divided into 12 two-hour intervals of vital force. I call them Qi. Anyway, we move through the organ system. Now let's look at it, this organ body clock, and it helps us in a lot of ways. It helps to determine what areas or organs are responsible for certain diseases that we have, for example. Maybe you're going to find yourself waking up at certain times. A lot of people wake up between 3 and 5 a.m. each morning, and you may have, if that happens to you, some underlying grief or sadness that's bothering you, or you may have a condition in your lung area. And if feelings of anger or resentment arise during that time as well, excuse me, you may feel them strongest during the time of the liver, which is 1 to 3 a.m. Or perhaps if you experience back pain at the end of your workday, you could have pent up emotions of fear or perhaps even kidney issues. The body energy clock is built upon the concept of the cyclical ebb and flow of our energy body. Throughout this whole body, we have a 24-hour period. Look at this, see this diagram? And Qi moves in these 24-hour intervals through these organ systems. So during sleep, Qi draws inward to restore our body. And this phase is completed by about 1 and 3 a.m. So if you're awake during that time, that phase stopped for that day. So when the liver cleanses the blood and performs these functions they're just myriad of functions, it sets the stage for Qi moving outward again. And so then in these 12-hour periods, we have some peak functioning. So like I said, for our liver, from 3 a.m. onward, our energy cycles to the organs associated with daily activity are digestion and elimination. I like to call it rest and digest. Anyway, the lungs, the large intestine, stomach, pancreas, heart, and small intestine, which is actually very large. Your large intestine's small and your small intestine's very large. But by mid-afternoon, our energy system, these stores of energy, start to move inward. And again, trying to support internal organs that are associated with restoring and maintaining our system. So the purpose is to move fluids and heat, as well as to filter and cleanse by the pericardium. We do that on a lot of our exercises, and use the triple burner, which coordinates our water functions and the temperature within our body, our bladder, kidneys, and our liver. Did you know that our body can boil water? Our body can be very hot inside. And I mean, I noticed it yesterday. I was at the zoo and really hot, got overheated, went into an air conditioning building for a bit, and then went to the bathroom, and it was so hot. I know I'm getting a little deep here, but hot. Anyway, our body functions have these time frames. And so by 5 a.m. and between 7 a.m., this is the large intestine, and it's the perfect time then in the morning, if you can, to have a bowel movement, remove the toxins from the day before. It's also a really good ideal time to wash our body, comb our hair. I just did. It's believed that combing your hair, right? I have a big wooden comb. Um, and it helps clear out energy from our mind. I use it. I mean, a lot of times we've used this where we take it and we draw this energy back. We go on our C7. Combing does that same kind of effect to our body. And it's believed that it helps clear out energy, this Shen energy, and so that we don't have these emotions built up of defensiveness. We're always defensive. I could tell you an example this morning. My daughter didn't release her Shen energy, very defensive. Then your feelings become stuck and you you feel hurt, and then you evoke those feelings on others. So by 7 to 9 a.m., it's our stomach meridian. And so our stomach then is this time of importance. So it usually wants to eat. Um, and sometimes many people choose this time to be their biggest meal of the day here to optimize their digestion and absorption. And then they don't eat the rest of the day. So they have this different 24-hour body clock. They may be fasting and this is their big meal and they don't eat for the rest of the day. But it's a time to do this exercise and work um, to get your nutrition balanced, to optimize your digestion. Warm meals, really, high in nutrition are best in the morning. So if you can eat dinner for breakfast, think of high protein, very savory meals. And again, emotions are likely to be stirred up at this time of day, and just know that because they're in the rest and digest. They're trying to settle down this energy from your head so that it can digest those things that you're trying to. And a lot of times we grab onto those emotions more and then they feed us the rest of the day. We want those emotions that we can't control to be digested. And then about a 9 and 11, our pancreas and spleen take over. And this is where enzymes are released to help digest food and release energy for the day ahead. And this is just a perfect, ideal time to exercise and work. That's why I do my exercising right around now. We're at 8:45, 9, around there. And it's when you want to do your most taxing of tasks that you have for the day. You have the most energy, and our emotions can be where we may have low self-esteem. They may be felt most at this time of the day. So take note of that. So it's best to forget about your emotions and do those things that your your physical body needs. Let your emotions deal with it later. And then around 11 and 1 is when our heart takes over. And that's the energy for our pump of our nutrients for our body to provide us with this lovely energy and nutrition. It pumps that energy that maybe you just ate, right? And that it's a good time then for you from 11 to 1. So you've provided energy, and then it's time to have good nutrition. This is usually when I eat. I usually delay my eating to around 1 to 3, maybe around 1. But it's good to eat around this time and more lighter. I don't have a heavy, like I said, in the beginning, you can eat your heavy breakfast right away, eat protein right away. I have a different body than some people right now. And so mine's a little different because I've already done the fasting. I burn my adipose, my brown fat. So if you're in the stage of burning your brown fat, if you have a lot of belly fat, you may want to switch it up a bit and know when your digesting of your food is best, right? So then having a little nap after you had that little cooked meal in the afternoon. I have a little cooked light lunch, and then I have a little less than 1 hour nap. Maybe a cup of tea during this time is recommended. And the feelings you could have during this time could be of joy or sadness. You could experience heart emotional time. And then between 1 and 3 is our small intestine. And this is a time when food eaten earlier in the day is going to complete its digestion and assimilation in your body. Between 1 and 3, all this final digestion occurs. So a lot of people like to be really done by 3 with their eating, and then the rest of the day they have some lovely drinks. I'm not saying drinking, but I'm saying like tea or water or whatever you like to drink. But anyway, that's when your bladder comes on. So that's why you want to drink things. But from 1 to 3 is the next thing that comes on. But from 1 to 3, like I said, our small intestine is doing that good time, that daily task of finishing the digestion. And now it's also a good time to do, again, some more daily tasks. So our ancestors knew what to do. They did a lot of that. And then they would wake up from a little nap and they'd go socialize, they'd walk around, do maybe some exercise, and also um, enjoy social circles, right? But you could have some vulnerable thoughts during this time. Also, I like to do the yin and yang of all this. Our feelings right here could be abandonment if we don't have those social circles, right? Subconsciously, they can arise, and don't let them go out and have those social circles. Don't feel like life's abandoned you. And then from 3 to 5 is, like I said, our bladder. And this is when our metabolized waste moves into our kidney filtration system. And it's just a perfect time to study or complete this brain challenging work that we may have, right? Maybe have another cup of tea, like I said. I have just myriads of different types of tea depending on how I feel. I drink it either hot or cool. If it's hot outside, I drink cool tea. If it's cold outside, I drink warm tea. I never drink really hot anything. You want to aid your digestion process. And again, feelings that could come up that might be irritating to you. You might feel a little timid. Some anger might come up here. Um, Things like that that you might need to process. So it's a good time to know that your body's feeling these things at this time because it's processing this irritation or this timidness that you may have to go out and socialize, right? And so from 5 to 7, our kidneys come on board. And when they are full of blood and they're filtered and maintained properly, they work. Most of us now feel like we have a life of future dialysis. There's so many dialysis places everywhere. It's so sad. I wish all of you would listen to me or listen to anyone in traditional Chinese medicine and refer to this body clock and start changing your body clock habits. And so when your kidneys are healthy, it's a perfect time then to eat again and to activate your inner circulation. Then have a nice, very light meal, I'd say. I wouldn't have a really heavy meal at this time of day between 5 and 7. Even if you have to eat it all, I usually don't. Um, if I do, I finish it right at 6, and I don't eat from 6 on until like 1 to 3 the next day. So I have a very short little eating window. And then, every once a month, I will not eat for a good day or two, over 24 hours. You want that 24-hour clock of no eating, of your body just doing this healing that this clock is representing. So then at 7 to 9, I didn't tell you about so the kidneys do also have some subconscious issues and thoughts that could arise. And kidneys are our fear. Kidneys are terror, and they can also be a very active time, right? Where we feel terror, we feel a little fearful. We listen to the news during this time. I do too. I try not to, but I have it on. It's on closed captioning, so I have to actually read it if I want to pay attention to it. But I'm a fast reader, so I can quickly look and see what do I want to pay attention to, and then to see if I actually want to listen to it. If it's in my realm of do I need to know? But I get sucked in just like the rest of you, right? I want to know what's going on. But so 7 to 9 is our time of circulation. And when nutrients that we've eaten are carried to our capillaries and our cells, our mitochondria, that's what we want to boost. And this is a perfect time to just rest, read a book, avoid really heavy mental activities. That's why it's good. A lot of people sometimes they'll just turn on a show that they veg with and they fall asleep. I do that a lot of times. But it's just this period of time where our body knows, is this the mental shutdown? whatever it occurs, you know what it is in your body. And we may, though, have a difficulty in expressing emotions, and they may also be felt more during this time. And so people may have arguments or things like that. Try not to that. But it's also a good time to have sex and a good time to conceive. So if you're looking to have a baby, you're having conception issues, 7 to 9 is a great time to, well, whoop, I have to go. I'm in the middle of class. I didn't mean to. Hi. All right, I'll call you right back. Bye, Sawyer. Love you. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry, guys. All right, my kids were all calling. But like I said, this that's weird. They call it. I tell them this too. I have 6 daughters, and they all have children. Not all of them have children. 3 of them don't have children. 3 do. But it's a perfect time to have sex and conceive during 7 to 9. Anyway, and then 9 to 11 is a time when our triple heater is on board. And this is a circulation time of when our nutrients are carried, like I said, to our endocrine system. The triple heater moves them from our cells, then into the endocrine system, where our body's homeostasis is adjusted, our enzymes then are replenished. And then, because that's occurring, it's recommended to sleep at this time so that those enzymes, that homeostasis that our body is wanting to go through, actually works. If you fall asleep during this 9 to 11 p.m. time, it can conserve your energy for the following day. And feelings of that you could have on the opposite end of the spectrum would be paranoia. You might have hard times falling asleep because of this, or you maybe have some confusion about something you may have felt. I recommend try to meditate and let those thoughts just fly through your head. Just you can't do anything with them. Just do the. I have a really good breath that you can do. Most doctors actually recommend this. The 4-7-8 breath. So breathe in 4, hold 7, breathe out 8. And almost all doctors that teach nervous system tell you that. So do some 4-7-8 breaths. If you feel these paranoia, this can't go back to can't, or you fell asleep maybe on the couch, you went back to bed and you couldn't fall back to sleep, that's the ticket. Or another good thing too at this time is a little blob of butter, or maybe a something a little high fat, just tiny little bit, not a lot. That just gives some nourishment to your yang energy, which is coming up next, your gallbladder. The 11 to 1 is the time of our gallbladder. And in order to wake up this energized body that we have, in order to give it energy to our body, we have to rest during this time. I mean, if I don't tell you anything at all, in all the things I tell you in my practice, there's like a little butterfly, it's a little moth. Do you want to go outside? Yeah. How did you end up in here? Yeah, here, let's open the door for you. Come here. There you go. Out you go. Find the door. Yep, I opened the door. Hopefully not more will come in. But so this is a good time to sleep. Please rest. In Chinese medicine, the period of time is when yin energy fades and yang energy begins to grow. Yang energy helps our body to keep active during the day, and then it's stored when we are asleep. We store this energy, this yang energy, to help us keep active for the next day. That's why so if you can't sleep, a lot of you know you don't have that energy for the next day. So critical, please sleep during 11 to 1. Try to get to bed before 11. And then between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. is our liver. Our liver should be asleep during this time. We're usually in REM during this time, and our toxins are released from our body. Isn't it amazing? They can be released while we sleep. That's why when you get up and you pee, all those toxins are leaving. But what they do actually is make fresh new blood during the night. So um, if you find yourself waking up during this time, you could have too much yang energy, or you could have problems with your liver, or you could have some problems with your detoxification pathways within your body. And this is also a good time um, where we understand if we have that anger, frustration, and rage. Remember, I always tell you the other side of the coin. And so this is the place where we're going to feel that. And so we could wake up between this time and get that heart pounding and anger. 4-7-8 breath. Try to clear out that anger. And know that it's just your body doing this. It's not just something that you have to pay attention to now because it has to be paid attention to. No. But so 3 to 5 is our lungs. And again, this is the time when our body should be asleep. If it again has woken up at this time, those nerve soothing exercises that I recommended, such as breathing, the 4-7-8, even this one, put your forefinger and then you're going back and forth. Even do the 4-7-8 breath doing this and you'll fall asleep so much quicker. You're crossing that oxygen across your blood-brain barrier and it triggers you because when you wake up, some cortisol gets dumped and you're in fight or flight a tiny. And so you want to quick get out of that as quickly as possible, right? You want to try to keep your body warm at this time. Air cool, body warm, right? This helps the lungs to replenish our body with oxygen. And the lungs then, on the other side of that coin, can be associated with feelings of grief and sadness. So if you are waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., you may be in a living grief situation where you are living with someone who you know is dying. I've done that. That's a hard thing to live through. But know that this is the time that you can use to your advantage if you can sleep through it. If you can try, find ways. And then understanding that every single one of these organs that I'm talking about has a repair and maintenance schedule. Very rigid. Very 24-hour daily basis. Our body, you know, we do things to it, but it has this autonomic thing that it just does things without us having to do a whole lot. I mean, we do have to eat and drink, but it gives us this opportunity to learn how to treat ourselves better, to improve our health and which organ, we have a system of them as actually, which organ or organ system needs to be worked on, or which emotion needs strengthening or resolving. And always use your symptoms and your body cues as a guide. Qigong that I teach is what we like to call a diagnostic tool more than anything. And if you make a connection with your body, it can diagnose you and treat you, not necessarily fully treat you, but you can, once you know, you know. And then you can research with your doctor, perhaps, maybe do a sleep study, find out. I mean, there's so many sleep studies right now. I actually have one 30-day sleep study. I have you track your sleep on a daily. You are presented with this body clock and then really go into 30 days. I have a 30-day video. You clock how you sleep, what you eat, how you feel. You really feel different after those 30 days. And I don't really pump it up a lot at all because I want you to understand your body before you start getting into, the healing of it, right? But it's a great solution if you have some deficient kidneys, if you have some deficiencies, right? To adopt maybe a 30-day protocol to identify and diagnose what's going on with you and have a better feeling about that for yourself. After my 30-day sleep study, and all you guys really have to do is record when you wake up and when you go to bed, and if you woke up during the night and what you did to get back to sleep. Record that. I'll give you a silk pillowcase, send it to you right out. You usually get it very quickly. Wherever who I use to get it to, my students have said, my God, and one student got it the same day. I think she was next to an Amazon location. Anyway, but make sure that you understand that every single organ repairs itself, and allow yourself to identify exactly which organ system or emotion needs it help, needs strengthening in your body, and use that as a cue, as your guide to make a connection, right, with your own body, with your own emotional aspect too. Like I told you, my daughter, this, hopefully she won't hear this video, when she woke up this morning, she's been in some real Shen energy lately, and I just said something that emotionally set her, and that Shen energy just rose. Right in the morning, like I said, we have to try to bring that back down. I like to do a lot of that emotional support during my exercises, um, and so just keep note. And if you're sleepy during kidney time, that's the time of the day, right? During the day, um, you may have some issues, some fears that you're holding on to, right? You may have some ideas that, right, are constantly in your head and that you're afraid to deal with, right? Maybe you're afraid of rejection, failure. Maybe you're not addressing an emotion that will strengthen this organ and improve your physical health forever. I hope that helps. And it's very transferable knowledge. What I just told you, this clock of the day that I've been showing you this entire time is such a wonderful way for you to use your energy for your well-being. And now we're going to move some of that energy. I'm going to stop sharing. Here I am. Hi, everyone. We're going to move some chi. I took a shower this morning. It's a good idea to shower in the morning when you are, when you first get up. It's not every day. I don't shower every single day, but there's a certain time of the day. So that's my take on it, that there's a certain time of the day. And, it's all about digestion and how our body can digest energy, right? Oh, my kids keep calling me, decline. Um, right? It's all about that daily balance with our energy and our flow and digestion. And it's always a, I'm trying to get rid of my kids here. I'm so sorry. All right. There we go. Finally. Goodness. That took a bit, right? They do video calls. I think that thing got out the door, shutting the door now. All right, everyone. Let's just start by, since my hair is done like this, relax, body. Give our C7 some love, right? Oh, and they just keep calling. They think I'm done. I'm not done with class. I had a longer class this morning. All right. So here, let me just quick take the call. So I want you all to begin standing with your feet shoulder width apart. You guys know the drill. Um, I'm just going to quick take this call. So just get into Wu Chi. I'm still in class. What's happening? Oh, wasn't that cute? I know. All right, I got to run then. I thought it was important. You guys kept calling, so yeah, you're still in. I'm still in class, so I'll be done in a little bit. Bye. All right, there we go. Oh. Oh, I forwarded this funny video. I really should forward to all of my students. It is just the most hilarious thing. Um, it was an old granny doing parkour. I love parkour, honestly, I really do. Um, and it was an old granny doing parkour. Hopefully, you're still in Wuchi. And she basically just runs from chair to chair and then rolls onto the couch. That's her parkour, and then she gets up. So what we do though is get into Wu Chi. And so now let's reset that triple warmer. Breathe in. And then right here, turn your hands up. Rise and shine. Here we go. Come here, bring it on up. Twist hands over. I like to call this one rise and shine. And come back down. Now one more time. And this time, put your hands together and then go to one side. Look at your armpit. And then come forward. Oh, this is way too bright on me. Oh, there we go. All right. Then to the other side, and then over to the other side. Look down at your armpit. Open up and stretch, stretch, stretch. Come to the center. And now we are going to dive forward and then let our hands go. So come up here, dive forward, come down, 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 and then come back up. Come back up, dive forward, dive, dive, dive. Put your hands all the way back. I want a nice straight back, hands up, up as far as you can go. We're going up our bladder meridian right here, and we're massaging and detoxifying that bladder meridian. It runs all the way down the back of our calves, down the ankle. So now right here, stay here. And now let's rub down that area, rub down that bladder meridian, all the way down, down, down. And now let's slap down, all the way down, slap down, just slap all the way down this bladder meridian. And now this bladder meridian runs through our toe. So I want you to pull out each toe, every channel, every toe, just lift and pull up, lift and pull up, lift and pull up, lift and pull up, especially the big toe. Lift and pull up that big toe. That one helps to make sure you don't have a bunion. Now you can, right here, straighten your legs a tiny little bit, straighten, straighten, straighten. Go as low as you can. Don't hurt your lumbar. And now squat, 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 squat. And then just go as low as you can go, right? Go as low as you can go. Low as you can go. Now just take a few deep breaths here. Few nice deep breaths right here. Now raise your butt. Raise your butt. Just butt, if you can, put your hands on the ground. And now if you want, you can raise up, raise up. Feel the spine releasing. Now I want you to round your back here. Round, round, round. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. And your head will be the last thing coming up. Just feel that nice progression. Up, 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 real slow, slow, slow. Ah. And now we're going to step out a little wider. And we're going to do wide leg. I was already out wide. My bad. Oh, I think we'll leave that on. My air conditioner just turned on. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. All right, let's do some wide leg knocking on the door of life. And so sink your body down into your lower abdomen, and then we're just going to turn on our hips and our waist. And we're not shifting from side to side this time. We're just knocking from our hips. So this way you can really feel your hips in a stationary position, and then you're just turning from your waist. We're tapping over our kidneys and our lungs at the same time. Kidney chi and lung chi work together. Kidneys hold on to chi and lungs let go. Let's take 3 nice deep tonifying breaths right here. So we're going to breathe in the nose and then out the nose. You can hum even here. This wakes up our internal energy. All right, now come up to your lung point a bit and tonify again. Feel the vibration in your lung with the humming, and now come back down and feel it in your kidneys, that vibration. Now, let your hands flop till they stop. And now we're just gonna right under our navel, about 2 inches under your navel, tap, tap, tap. And now let's move over to our spleen. On your left side, hello, spleen. And come around your digestive organs. Hello, stomach. Hello, liver. Small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, spleen, kidney. All of them are right there. Well, kidney is our digestion. Yeah. All right, come up to your solar plexus. And come in a little bit closer. Up to your solar plexus. This is where we hold anxiety and stress. So we want to open up this area. It's just right above your navel, actually. And so we call this a sea of chi, right above the navel. And so now let's put our hands right there in our lower dantian. Now feel that lovely sensation. Now let's massage of peristalsis. Let's do this. So it goes down and around. So massage your belly just like you love it. Oh, it's happy, full of chi. It wants to digest, finish our digestion. A lot of the exercises that I do in the morning are digestion exercises because it's during this time of day. And so next, we're going to do a purging exercise. So we're going to do a little buffalo. So what I want you to do is you're going to come in and you're going to have your fingers come in and then push, dig in into your abdomen. It's like nice and soft, kind of like you're kneading dough. And then you're just now inhale, exhale, and drop it down. And then when you're ready, and then we're going to exhale the lion's breath. Hold the breath out. Squeeze those abdominals. Another one, lion's breath. You can move it all around, right side, left side. And then just all around. Just move it around like dough now. Let it move it around. And now breathe in. And then exhale. Relax into it. Let's do one more. Lion's breath. And now massage. And I like to do a little lion's breath. This helps clear trapped gas, any constipation. So just focus on the areas that might feel tight and may a little pain. To just notice any blockages, anything you might feel. And then when you're ready, bring it down. Relax into it and ground into it. Hands out to the sides. All right, next we're just going to do some fire breathing. So in and out our nose. It's a forceful breath out. Like we're filling up this balloon. Feel this heat in your lower abdomen. Now hold your breath out. Hold your hands to your sides. And now we're spreading our chi to our limbs. Relax your body. And then bring your hands back in front of your lower abdomen. Just regulate your breath right here now. And then when you're ready, you can start that fire breathing again. Pump that abdomen. You're pumping. You inhale, abdomen relaxes, and then inhale. Fill out. Now pull it all out. And then just relax into holding the breath. Now focus your minds on your palm and the crown of your head. You're holding your breath. And then come back and now do some deep abdominal breathing. All right, last round. Try to regulate the breath. Go as fast or as slow as you can. We're lighting our fire. It's like bellows breathing, fire breathing. Now hold your breath out. Expand that chi. Open your chi gate. Tuck your chin back and in, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Where the mind goes, chi follows. All right, now place your hands back in front of your lower abdomen. Ah, good. Notice how your body feels. Ah. You have some nice energy that we just moved for our digestion. I did a lot of discussing this morning, so I'm not going to do a real long class today. So let's just step together, feet together, drop down into it. We did a lot of understanding about our body clock and then moving some of that energy of our digestion that's good during this time of our body clock. We activated our erectus abdominis. We opened our sacrum. We opened our lumbar. Our digestion mechanism. Gather that all in. Again, it is a diagnostic tool. This bamboo in the wind is one of the best diagnostic tools that I have in my tool belt. If I feel dysregulated at any time or deregulated, if I am feeling out of sorts, I will go into Bamboo in the Wind, take a few deep breaths to go into the moment, clear out any stagnation, and then get back to your breath and drop in the moment. And it clears everything. Mother grounds it down to the earth, and new replenishing energy comes back. Just took a few moments. Thank you, thank you. We had a very good class today. I wanted to really teach about this body clock that we are in, this 24-hour body clock, and the energy that we can use if we know the time of day to use it, and how to use our systems of our body. And then, so if you saw, the spleen and stomach are the earth system. The heart and small intestine are our fire system. The bladder and kidney is our water system. The triple burner pericardium is our fire system. And the liver and the gallbladder is our wood system. And then metal is lung and large intestine. They all have different colors, different times of the day, different energies in our meridians, in our organs. So it's good to understand how this body clock fits into your day and how you can curate it for your better health. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. The last 2 days I didn't have class. I did class actually, but I did not have a microphone. So short of me, because I'm just talking through it, I suppose I could do that. I have them taped. My microphone was dead. I have this lovely Rode microphone, great little invention, and it keeps a charge for almost a month. As little as I use it, I don't use it a lot, but it totally died. And here I didn't know it. It died between a class. And then I even used it the next day. Didn't know it was dead. So anyway, I didn't do class yesterday or the day before because of that. And here I'm ready to put it away. But I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And we will be in this full moon energy. It's really right now. Actually, it's right now. Starting. Enjoy the full moon, everyone. It's going to be a big one. Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. I love that. Yes, we're in the age of Aquarius, everyone. And I like it that it's in Leo, and I love this energy. Got to go with it, though. Pretty fiery. Manage it. Use your body clock to help navigate it. Be back. Bye for now.